For the box skirt pattern, we will need a zipper allowance. So we will go out 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters from the edge of our pattern paper. Now we will connect these points with a straight line. I will write zipper allowance. Then I will fold the paper in. On this side of our pattern paper, I will write center back, as this will be the center of our pattern. On the top side, I will square our guideline. This is also where we will plot our waistline. So for the large figure, the waist measurement is 32 inches or 81 centimeters. We fold the tape measure twice to get 1/4 of the waist measurement. We lay the tip of the tape measure on the center back, on the guideline, and we mark 1/4 of the waist measurement. We will need to add a waistline easing here if we added a waistline easing on the front skirt pattern and the back bodice pattern and the front bodice pattern. So as you can see, we added a waistline easing. So we have to add a waistline easing on our back skirt pattern. The waistline easing is 1/4 of an inch or 0.6 of a centimeter. We mark this. Now we will add a dart allowance easing, which is 1 inch or 2.6 centimeters. As we will be adding a dart here, and we will be closing this later, so we need this easing or allowance. To get the center of the dart, we need the waist measurement for the large figure, which is 32 inches or 81 centimeters. We fold the tape measure 3 times to get 1/8 of this measurement. We lay the tip of the tape measure on the center back, on the guideline, and we mark 1/8 of the waist measurement. Then, we will square this downwards. From the center of our dart line, we will go out 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters. We will also go out 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters on the other side of the center of the dart. Then to get the length of the dart, from the guideline, we will go down 6 inches or 15 centimeters. We mark this. We can now connect all these points with straight lines. Now that we have all these points, we can now make our waistline adjustment. For the box skirt pattern, we always go down 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters. While for the front skirt pattern, we are dependent on the roundness of the stomach. If the stomach is quite flat, we just go down 1/4 of an inch or 0.6 of a centimeter. If the stomach is round, we go down 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters. For the box skirt pattern, please remember that we always go down 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters. Now we can connect these 2 points with our curved ruler. We use this part of our curved ruler to mark our adjusted waistline curve. So this now will be our waistline curve. So we will cross out this one. Now we will get the lower hip level. We lay the tip of the tape measure on the original waistline or guideline, and we go down for a large figure 8 inches or 20.5 centimeters. We mark this. We will square this outwards. Now we will get the lower hip measurement. For the large figure, the lower hip measurement is 42 inches or 106.5 centimeters. We fold the tape measure twice to get 1/4 of the lower hip measurement. We lay the tip of the tape measure on the center back on the lower hip level, and we mark 1/4 of the lower hip measurement. With these 2 points, we can actually draw the side seam. We use this side of our curved ruler. We connect these 2 points. Just in case we want to get the upper hip level, all we have to do is lay the tip of the tape measure on the guideline, and we fold it until the lower hip level. Then we mark the center. This now will be the upper hip level. The upper hip measurement for large figure is 38 inches or 96.5 centimeters. We fold the tape measure twice to get 1/4 of the upper hip measurement. We lay the tip of the tape measure on the center back on the upper hip level, and we mark 1/4 of the upper hip measurement. Now we will get the length of the skirt. We will lay the tip of the tape measure on the guideline or the original waistline, and we will go down for the large figure 25 inches or 63.5 centimeters. We mark this. Then we will square this outwards. For the straight skirt silhouette, all we have to do is get the 1/4 of the lower hip measurement, and we transfer it on the hemline. We mark this. Then we will connect these 2 points with a straight line to form our lower side seam. Now for the hemline of the straight skirt silhouette of the box skirt, please remember that the hemline always remains straight. Please remember this. Now for the A-line silhouette, from this mark of the straight skirt silhouette side seam, we can go out 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimeters. We can round this off to 4 centimeters as long as we use the same measurement for the front skirt pattern. Now if we want a wider hemline, we can go out 2 inches or 5 centimeters. We mark both points. Now before connecting this to form our A-line silhouette, we have to check our front skirt pattern. We have to make sure we use the same measurement. So as you can see, we use the 2 inches or 5 centimeter with allowance. To form our lower side seam for our A-line silhouette, we will connect this point to somewhere around the lower hip area. We have to get a smooth straight line. For the box skirt, for an A-line silhouette, we have to make a hemline adjustment. Please remember that we have to refer to the front skirt pattern. As you can see, we went down 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters for the hemline adjustment. We also have to do the same for the back skirt pattern. We go down 1/2 of an inch or 1.3 centimeters. Now we can connect these 2 points using this side of our curved ruler. So we cross this out. As you can see, on this area, it seems that it is longer than here on the center. So we have to make an adjustment. The longest part of our adjusted hemline should be on this point. So we just have to do this to remove the length on the inner part of our adjusted hemline. So we will follow this line. So I will mark this upper hip and this lower hip. And this is the large figure. Before cutting the final pattern, we have to check if all our measurements are correct. So now we will be cutting the final outline of our back skirt for an A-line silhouette. We keep the zipper allowance folded so that it can follow the shape of our adjusted waistline. Here now is the final pattern for our back skirt for large figure of an A-line silhouette skirt.